I am in search of a brick road. Not to be confused with the yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz. But before I start looking for it, I am here at what is some have called a ghost town. The old town of Yukon here in northern Florida, across from the military base known as NAS Jax. So behind me right here is what would have been the post office back then. So in 1787, the Spanish granted this land to an Englishman who decided to build a plantation here. Once it was all said and done, this land was passed over to the enslaved, and thus becoming the town of Yukon, which was used as a naval camp, Camp Johnston. But there were streets and sidewalks, and this was the basically what would have been the downtown area. But it all gets tied into the brick road that I'm searching for. So let me take you on a walk here. It's a very short walk, because there's not much left out here. There's like a seafood restaurant. Here's an old tavern. But I'm going to start off here at the post office, and then we shall head elsewhere. So there's your former post office. Not sure what that would have been. Actually, I don't know what anything else would have been here, or what it looked like. But this would have been the business district. But this town would have kept going further down. There's now a gate down at the end. But we are in luck, because there's access past that gate, because it's an actual park. And that is where I hear the old brick road that's easily over 100 years old. That's where it's located, and that's where we're headed to next. But look at all these cats. Holy smokes. Look at all these. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cats.
My fault. I'm the cat lady.
You're good. I'm just doing a video for my channel. I just happen to see all these cats out here.
They're all neutered, I promise.
Oh, they're good. I'm not here inspecting cats. They just happen to be here while I'm videoing. That's cool though. I love cats.
I know not everybody does, so.
Alright, so yeah, there was about like 10 cats, and there's probably would have been more. So I am now headed to the other side of the town of Yukon. Interesting so far. It is, it is starting to get hotter and hotter as the days go on. It's a cool breeze, but I am sweating. Alright, let's cross over. Follow along. Oh. There are just so many cats out here. But anyways, I am on the other side of the fence. Like I was saying, this is the town of Yukon, or what used to be the town of Yukon. It's still called Yukon. It's just not designated as a town. But it would have kept going. As you see behind me, the road keeps going on behind. In 1939, a portion of this land was acquired by the U.S. government. So they built a camp out here. They used it for training during World War I. And none of that remains. Now it's a city park. And this is where the old brick road that was part of the town of Yukon is. And we are going to go find it now. Alright, so I'm in the park, and check this out. This will explain the area a bit better with a photo provided too. In September of 1917, the Department of War took over a former National Guard camp at Black Point in Jacksonville for war purposes. Additional lands were leased from private owners, and the site was named Camp Joseph E. Johnston, after the Confederate Civil War hero. In December, the camp was selected as a remount station, the Auxiliary Remount Depot 333, covering approximately 160 acres near Yukon, Florida. The depot consisted of 16 buildings, 14 stables, and had provisions for 4,000 horses and mules. That's an insane amount. The small camp quickly expanded to several square miles on either side of US 17. Most of the barracks were built on stilts and the ground filled in around them. Roads were built with tons of fill, then covered with sand and brick for movement of men and animals. This historic brick road trail is a carefully preserved remnant of those roads. And you're in luck because it is very nearby. So let's head to it. These were laid here over 100 years ago. And the road keeps going and going. Oh, there's a little puppy. I think that's a dog park. But it's a cool setting for a city park, honestly. Like I said, there's a naval base across the way on the other side of US 17. The mosquitoes are out and about. You know it's almost summertime here in Florida when the mosquitoes come out. There's your breeding ground. There's also some bike trails out here. I don't know if you can see them. There's like one right there. It just like comes around. Yeah, this is cool. Not many people know that this was a town and then a camp, a military camp. Actually, I was stopped by someone out there as I was checking out the cats, which there were about 10 or so, and there were probably more. But she had been coming out there for quite some time feeding those cats. But she had no idea that this was a town. Not one clue, and she's been living here for ages. So, of course, I educated her on it. And now she knows. And now you know. Now we all know. But check, look at that. There's like a mound over here. That'd be pretty cool to take your bike on and speed through. This is cool because it kind of splits off here. Yeah, so it looks like it went out in all four directions. So that's where I came from. It looks like it might have kept going that way. And then there's this way. Looks like it would have went further there. Though now it looks like a walking trail just goes along that side. And then there's this way. It looks like I'm at another four-way, or a previous four-way. That way, that way, that way, and that way. It looks like there's a boardwalk ahead. That's probably where we will stop and end this video, because I'm pretty sure that there's not much more after that. I mean, you're almost traveling back in time as Florida used to be when it was first walked on. What a great park this is. But yeah, the road, I think, ends over there. And that's where I will end this video. I hope you learned a little something today. Took you to the old town of Yukon. You learned about that. You also learned about Camp Johnston and this old brick road. Not the yellow brick road. I could just picture military equipment being traveled through here back in the 1940s. Soldiers walking around, getting ready to possibly go to war. Okay, well, that will end it for me today. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about Realm of Curiosities. There's plenty of content on our page. And we're going to keep making them for as long as we possibly can. Stay curious out there. And we'll see you very soon. Have a good one.